No music tunes, no tunes. Yeah, I'll show you how the tune that we were vibes into a minute ago.
Yeah, bro, like, you know what it is?
Oh my God. Terrible.
Huh? God, that's...
Yeah, that looked terrible. I can't lie. Whoa! Got a bit of shine on my forehead.
Yeah.
Maybe turn the lighting down.
Nah, man, no, a little bit shine's good. Don't want it too shiny, but you know, a little bit shiny is fine.
Okay, cool.
A little bit shiny is fine.
See, I take a lot of tips from this guy because this guy's been doing this camera shit for a long time.
Oh, what did you say, shiny head shit?
No.
Don't start like that.
Oh shit.
This guy's been bald for a minute, so he knows how to take the shine out of his head.
See, that's insecurities there, bro. That they're rubbing off by you saying that.
That
was not in my mind at all.
I'll be very honest with you. Like, bald men are sexy out here, innit? So,
I did the bald thing for a while, like, with no doubt about it, even though I had hair. I still did the bald
your thing was like,
get me?
Your thing looked more patient-y. Well, like a patient, because, you know, like it weren't natural baldy. It was like you was bald and then you had hair again. It was weird.
No, but I was bald for at least 5 years, bro.
Yeah, no,
at least longer, maybe.
This is something we need to deep dive. Like,
longer, maybe.
I'll be very honest with you. Behind your back, we say like you went Turkey and got behind back, we say you went to Turkey and got an implant done.
I feel you, but that's never happened. It's just
so you never done that.
Never.
You never went to Turkey.
Bro,
so why was you bald for 5 years? And
I
then
like
you had
the
hair
look.
again?
That's what I'm saying. Bald is.
So you just decided to cut your hair for 5 years.
Literally, and it's easy to maintain. Like right now, it's long. I have to go to the barber. Spend £30 cutting my hair every time. Like I used to cut my hair myself. Vroom, every week. I was smooth.
But you spend a lot of time like cosmetically. So
No,
I don't believe.
My girl thinks I need to spend more time cosmetically, and I definitely don't.
Nah, I wouldn't say so. But like when I say that, I mean to say like you put effort into your look. So there's no way I believe you just like, oh, let's shave it all off because that's easy for 5 years.
Yeah, bro.
5 years.
You're longer than that.
That's
what? We met what? I was bored when we met.
There's nothing to be ashamed of taking that flight to Turkey, you know. It's
Bro,
not
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, but that's not me.
Okay.
You know, if I needed to, if I felt the need that, oh shit, because right now I'm thinning here. I can see it. I'm thinning here, right? So if I still enjoyed my high top and you can see the little thin in it.
Yeah, now you know what it is? You're good. You're not Kane. See these men that are doing the Kane rolls and flats like...
They're fucking themselves up.
Yeah, bro. You are like seriously up. Mac is doing that shit. So I say to him like, yo, I was talking to him on the phone yesterday and it's like, good, because I've got plaits now. And I'm like,
not old age. At an old age,
yeah, don't
it's
do
the
it.
worst
we
thing
ain't
to
old,
do.
but like, don't do it like middle age. Don't do it in middle age, bro. Because you know what it is? If God bless you with your hairline lasting beyond the age of 32 years old, then you need to take full advantage of that and keep cutting your hair.
Keep using that kiss of Kemet, juice of berries.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally maintain it.
Don't try and mug off the Lord by cane rolling your hair and think he ain't going to strike you with baldness. Yeah, he will. He will.
To be fair, yeah, I actually was cutting my hair bald because I thought I was thinning. And that's because throughout my whole youth, I had cane rolls and I plaited my hair, yeah?
Right.
And when it first went all here, it's like, it's thinner. The line wasn't strong. So I did start actually balding my hair because I thought, I can't be, the line's not strong.
Okay.
And then after a while, for some strange reason, the line...
Yo, I don't hear it. Oh yeah, no, it's
Oh yeah, go on. You shouldn't hear it because I switched all the sounds.
Oh yeah, we was getting bad feedback.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, after a while, it grew back.
Okay.
And you know what I mean? Some kiss of Kemet.
Yeah, kiss of Kemet definitely played a part.
Definitely played a part in that. I can't lie. Definitely.
We've been talking about hairlines for a minute now. We actually started the show.
Boom, 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 boom. Welcome, everybody, to your girls' Crusty Foot podcast. With myself, Yui.
Myself, Mr. T. We got a camera there and the screen, a monitor there. So I'm looking all over the place.
That's actually fucked up because it's ruining the perception of where we're looking at.
Yeah,
we should just really be looking at the camera.
Probably, yeah.
As professionals.
I'm a little mad cross-eyed. You look cross-eyed.
As the professionals we are, I'm just looking at the camera.
Yeah.
But the problem is you can't help but look at yourself.
You know you look like in them glasses? What? Calvin from Pain in Full.
Oh, yeah?
Remember Calvin from Pain in Full?
Which one's Calvin?
Like
Oh, Calvin.
Ace's
Yeah.
boyfriend. Hey, Miss Jones, don't worry about it. It's some money. Buy some groceries.
Right, so getting back to episode 18
Episode 18.
with myself, Yui, myself, Mr. T.
Oh, you think you think it's gonna cut straight back to that, don't you? Nah.
Welcome to your girls' Crusty
we
Foot
ain't doing
podcast.
that. We ain't gonna do that.
So, last week we were talking about Kanye, bro.
Right.
Because Drink Champs happened. Nori started apologizing because of Kanye.
Holy moly, guacamole. Yeah,
A lot of shit was happening about Kanye. And then now this week, apparently he's broke.
Yeah,
No,
apparently. I mean, I don't know if it's an apparent. Well, look, you will get into that. Go on. Yeah.
But last week I was saying that I was, what was I saying? I was going on the, he's not well.
Okay.
He's not well. We weren't really talking about the points of view he was making, but we were just saying that at a person's stage, that if they're going through, like, what do they call it when they're
mental health issues?
Yeah, mental health issues. They shouldn't be going through the media, and people that are close to him shouldn't be doing the press run and letting them speak as such, right? Cool. But in essence, I find, apart from the one anti-Semitic remark where he said he's going DEFCON on all Jewish people, all right, cool, it's unnecessary. But the deeper meaning to what he's actually saying, I have no issues with it.
So you have no issues with anything that Kanye said?
No, wait. I'm talking about the deeper issues in what he's actually trying to get at in terms of the contracts, opening up the contracts, and in terms of everyone within the media, sports, all these industries consistently being raped by musical contracts by certain types of business people. So that essence, but yet no one wants to actually discuss that part. All they're actually discussing is his anti-Semitic remarks, his all this, all that. But the actual meaning of what he's actually saying, no one's getting into that.
So the meaning of what he was saying was what exactly?
Is open up the contracts and we can see how much people are getting raped.
Open up the contract. So what does that mean? Because, okay, so if I get a contract, I, the person who is adhering to this contract, have that contract. So
you read it, you signed it with your lawyers, and you're happy with it, blah, blah, blah.
At which point does it need to be opened up to who for what purpose? So if I've got the contract, I know what's on the contract. Who am I opening up to?
Okay, so he's basically, I guess, obviously, I've never signed a music contract in my life, so I don't know the fine prints, the ins and outs, and blah, 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 but I would assume he's talking about all the little fine prints, whereas the actual artists themselves aren't making the most money. And there are other people that are making money off their craft.
So this is my thing. It's why I just feel like niggerdom is just like so stupid sometimes. Because last week you was, cancel Kanye. And this week, it's Kanye, we love Kanye. Like, niggas. So I don't even blame Kanye at this point. I blame the enablers. So in terms of the contracts, what he's actually saying, so talk to Big Sean about the contract he got from, or people signed to Good Music about their contracts.
Yeah, they're not happy about it.
No, did he do the same thing?
Of course he's done the same. Everyone's done the same thing in essence.
Did he been raping people for years?
Of course, so everyone has done the same thing in essence.
If we get down to what he's saying, I mean, for me, this is just manipulation because Kanye's always been a guy where he's not a guy that's like, okay, I'm always for the people. He's a guy who half the time he's ranting about Joe Irving at Gap didn't like my ideas. And Tommy Mottola and Sony told me that I could not own 75% of Sony. Well, I told him I will. Like, these are not issues to do with like trying to do something for the people, trying to solve contract issues given out by Jewish owners, so to speak. It's him. It's just about him. It's about what he wants, what he's about. You don't give a fuck about what you signed and what. I don't get into that. I don't believe any of that.
You don't believe that he's doing it for
everyone else. I don't think it's like.
In essence, I guess you got to help yourself to help other people. So in essence, obviously he's doing it for himself, but by making a big thing out of the whole thing, helping himself will in essence kind of help other people. So
Right,
regardless
so-
of whether your aims are golden or your aims are true, what you will do in essence may help other people.
Right. So the rhetoric that he's speaking is not a new form of rhetoric.
No, Prince had that rhetoric.
I mean, I feel like we've been very niche with like certain things. So again, Kanye in the music industry gives out contracts, and Kanye rapes his artists with his contracts. Okay, fair enough. I don't feel like what he said was directly targeted at the music industry. I don't feel like the music industry was even like the main point of his focus.
He's making a point about all contracts, regardless.
Yeah, his
Music,
thing was more to
sports,
do
TV.
with. So you kind of like
he's
for
making
me,
it out more to do with black.
For me, what I noticed was, so again, it was on Dream Channels talking about George Floyd died from fentanyl. The most least listened to man on the planet is the white man. And then he got backlash for it. And then, like we said, we sat here in this seat and said, oh, in a few days, he's going to release some shit saying anti that, and niggas are going to jump back on the bandwagon. And exactly what, essentially, you're saying you're doing.
Okay, right. Okay, so you see that George Floyd statement, yeah?
Right.
I did watch when I watched, he said, okay, cool. He said, I'm not saying George Floyd died from a fentanyl overdose.
But he did.
Wait. He said,
Yeah.
I'm not saying George Floyd died from a fentanyl overdose, yeah? I'm saying that why is it, that a popular white person like JFK, there can be 100 reasons for the way he was assassinated or how he died, yeah?
Right.
But me, I can't have an open mind and conflict what was shown with another thing. That's it.
Right.
Why is that?
Because when you watch footage of someone with a fucking knee on your neck for 8 minutes, there's not too much other stick to discuss. Let me put my knee on your neck or his neck for 8 minutes and see how I only survived that, innit?
I'm not,
like,
bro. Like
you gonna tell me
realize
about
I'm not saying.
Oh
that
yeah, no,
nothing's-
I'm
okay,
not saying. I'm
yeah.
not saying you personally. There's no actual logic to his statement. So you're saying, why can't I discuss the possibilities of how he died?
Yeah, the possibilities of how he died.
We literally watched visually what happened. So I don't care if he had like 10 ounces of fentanyl in his system.
Right.
He would have
So
gone
we
home. He would
watched-
have
so-
gone home. He would have gone home and been high. Putting fucking your knee on his neck for 8 minutes is what killed him. Like it don't matter what was in his system. Like you can have nothing in your system and let me put my fucking knee on your neck for 8 minutes and see how it fares. So bearing in mind, it's not even a debate of that because that is illegal in terms of police procedure. It's not there's no point to be making. So what all you're trying to do
Is incite.
I don't think he's trying to incite, bro. I just think like he's got like his real need to be loved by a white man, or it's like his real half his shit before when his ranting was about Todd Snyder at fucking whatever
Gap and this
place and not taking his calls, and he's friends with Austin, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
This shit ain't got nothing to do with us, got nothing to do with community, nothing to do with no pro-black shit. He just throws pro-black shit out and starts a church and starts talking all these things every time he gets backlash from his promotional. And this is all it is, promotional, just keeping his name in the light.
That's true because, for example, now his main thing is that he's throwing out there that is Donda Academy, the children are suffering.
Right.
So
I mean, it
exactly your
might
point,
well be, but in any business, if I'm a business owner or if I got like an institution or something, and I say a set of things or I do something which is going to harm the reputation, the stock value of this business, then I am endangering everyone who is employed by that business. That is just a part of responsibility of being a business owner. Don't get me wrong, there's certain things we were saying which are relevance in terms of the media is very much a controlled platform. It is. We all know that.
We all know that. They have shut him down.
Yeah, we see it. We are seeing as soon as he says something
literally,
anti-Semitic, suddenly bank account closed, back closed, Adidas backed off, that backed off, everything.
Everything.
We're not
synchronized. That's crazy.
We know this. Yeah, there's not a doubt about it. But for me, nothing he was saying was like raising this point to a new level. He weren't naming names. He weren't pulling people out. He was just saying, it's almost like I'm more informed on the subject than he is, or you're more informed on the subject than he is, and he's been around these people. You can put
I
names.
think my thing is that I don't think he's mentally deranged. I think that's my thing.
I could look at his face and see he's on medication. So when you're on medication, it usually means like you've had an outburst and you're now in your calmer state. So when you're on that medication, that is the calmest you're gonna be. It's not like you're on a medication and you're gonna wild out now.
Of course.
That is your calm point. So what you heard from Kanye was his collected, calmer version of whatever he was spouting in public that got him probably committed again and got the medication back into his system. But again, like, I don't have a problem with the essence of pointing out that, and this is another thing as well, people that own this thing are all Jewish.
Yeah.
But not all Jewish people own these things. That's kind of like an important thing to remember at the same time. Like, if I go downstairs right there, it's like Jewish man 3 doors down, he don't have a fucking clue about none of it. It's like, once I kick down his door saying, give me my money back.
Exactly.
He'll be like, what the fuck? Avi, I don't know. I don't know, Avi.
That's a great way of putting it.
So
Jewish people are the ones that own this, but not all Jewish people are the ones that own it. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Exactly.
So, brother, I feel like in this point, we've raised certain things like Black Rock and certain names, which are way more pertinent in terms of you want to open people's eyes, then do something to open people's eyes. All he's done with what is ranting was close more people's eyes and make them turn their back. So now it's making it even more.
With hate.
Yeah, it's made, well, not even, fuck all the hate shit. I don't care about all of that. So you just made it more hard to make a comment about the people who own these things, because now you just kind of heighten that whole anti-Semitic thing. You understand? And there was a real point behind it, but you lost that real point with all of the nonsense that you surrounded yourself with. So I don't feel like there's any praise to be given to Kanye over this. I don't feel like he's any kind of groundbreaking revolutionary. I feel like he's a great marketing strategist. And the marketing strategy, his ego just told him, I can survive saying this shit, and you couldn't.
But he couldn't.
No.
He couldn't. Because he's lost a lot of money off this.
Yeah, I'm like, brother, we're not going to be there as a community to keep on fucking picking you up every time white man kicks you back down and says, oh, we don't want your shit here, Kanye. We don't want your money in this bank, Kanye.
Lose his contracts and announce it publicly.
Yeah.
That was one thing that, when do they ever really do that?
The flip side was people kind of felt like he basically wanted to get out of his contract, and this was a smart way of getting out of his contract.
Fair enough.
That I could respect to say, okay, it's a business
enough.
move, great. You've done nothing for the people, but business move, well done.
Yeah.
It's what it is, but yeah.
But do you think that was the reason?
I think the next steps will tell you whether that's the reason. So
depending on how large Donda as a company grows.
Well, just in terms of, is he gonna take, like, so you parted ways with Adidas, and now you taking like the Yeezy brand, and you're gonna do it independently.
Bring it to Donda, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Are you now put your money into black banks? Because there are black banks in America. You can go that route. Yeah, it all kind of depends what your next steps are.
That's true.
And we'll see. We'll see in the coming weeks and months.
Okay. On sticking with music, but on a sadder note, yesterday was the sad passing of Takeoff.
Yeah, R.I.P. Takeoff, man.
Yeah.
Takeoff! But number 7 that's talking.
But
talking.
what I found interesting was your social media research today.
Right. Okay, I see you was watching something there.
It was like to find the killer. Like it was like a live interpretation of to find the killer.
Social media is a bitch nowadays. Like
Yeah.
DJ
So
Academics pretty much. I think he's done this in about 3 cases as well now. He's pretty much just scrolled social media, scrolled the footage from the incident, and worked out who the shooter was. And the shooter is always like with that person that day. It's always like someone who was cool with the person, and then some shit just happened and it's all gone pear-shaped. But yeah, the dude was in the back of Quavo's car, like chilling.
Yeah, I did. According to the research reports, it was someone that was in the group with them.
Yeah, so this is what we kind of know at this point, which we don't know to be the full truth, we don't know it to be the information given to this point. Rumor report. Yeah. Is that basically the shooter will be the first person the alleged shooter, the first bullet that hit Takeoff came from one of his own people. And basically got into it with, if you know hip hop politics, if you're in Houston, Jay Prince is the guy. You're gonna check with Jay Prince or Jay Prince Jr. They checked in with him. There's with the Mob Ties people, which is Jay Prince's organization. Right. You're with them, they're your security. Somehow you lot are playing dice, got into an argument with the Mob Ties lot. An argument started with your lot, their lot. Someone for your lot just shot round, started shooting loosely. Takeoff, had nothing to do with it. He's over there, stood up like, what? I can't do Migos jokes at this time, but you know they stand up in unison like, what's going on? And then he's got hit with a stray one. So it was just one of them ones with his own people. Probably I think retaliation shots from the other side hit him as well.
Again, yeah,
apparently. But he just stood up in the middle of some shit and got hit, which is fucking
apparently he wasn't even playing dice, he was just in the corner.
Yeah, he was just chilling,
doing his own thing.
Bro, I think that's like the key, one of the things that people always negate with all these shootings, bro, is the man that weren't involved. It's always like, okay, your favorite rapper died, but then there was like a 49-year-old school teacher, a 32-year-old father of three. Yeah. No one don't care about them. Yeah. They don't get no conversation, no nothing.
It's like the families that died when Kobe died in the helicopter.
Yeah. It's like
the only reports.
They weren't famous. It don't matter. Like,
there was a whole load of people in that helicopter.
Right. See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, there was a whole load
see
of
what I'm saying? And it's this thing.
Yeah.
Celebrity infatuation to the point where we devalue our own lives to the point. You know what I mean? Like you're not somebody on a TV screen. It's like it don't matter. So I always feel like with if hip hop culture, there's like a glorification of so much violence sometimes.
But hip hop is currently the most dangerous
to be an artist.
So in.
There's always like a perpetuation of all this violence, but there's never like the same thing when we are younger, people tell you about come onto the road and do this and try, you know what I mean? And then we don't never see, you hear all the glory stories, you don't really take in the point of like, the random person you might hit with a stray, that now their family is mourning forever. You gotta look at that family, you gotta look at them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like there's so much shit that kind of gets lost in the rinse, you know what I mean? And that shit there is like, for me, the most important things, bro.
We don't even know how many other people got hit yesterday with that one.
I mean, they've reported it, but I don't think anyone's eyes have really taken in, like, you know what I mean? And it's only the person who was in the middle who got caught out being shot was Takeoff. Usually that's like Janice Wheeler from whoever, you know what I mean? And I don't give a fuck about that.
Because there was a lot of people around. Because obviously the first video I saw looked like they were coming out of a club or wherever they were. Yeah. And people were just videoing it. Like they were standing outside. They couldn't come outside. It looked like a whole shopping mall. Yeah. So
niggas are just way too happy to just shoot loose. You don't know how to shoot.
Loose.
Got no experience with shooting.
To shoot your own, like someone in your own camp. That's loose shooting.
Yeah, probably.
Complete loose shooting.
Probably drunk on Casamigos. And just like
Casamigos seems to be the big drink in America at the moment.
Yeah,
like, literally every video I watch and everything is
Casamigos. I fell down on Casamigos.
We don't really have that. Well, we don't really have that here. I've had it, but you don't really see that in the shops here or the drinks here.
I actually looked for it at a point where I kept seeing Casamigos. I thought, what is this? This is some kind of super tequila. So I'm looking for it.
It is actually the smoothest tequila I've ever had. Hands down.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
But I've only found it in a whiskey bar in West End, like a specialised whiskey bar.
Yeah, I was looking. It's like you kind of have to order this shit on import, and I didn't think like I cared that much about tequila. So
okay, if you like tequila, definitely recommend.
Get yourself some Casamigos, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, okay.
I don't drink anymore, but when I did.
Yeah. So like you were saying, hip hop, is it the most dangerous job? Like.
Yeah, it's like. Someone was saying Designer was it Designer? Designer had a breakdown the other day. He just wanted to quit hip hop because of the amount of people that are just dying in his profession.
All these rappers are saying after PNB Rock died, like, can't do it. Jim Jones been saying it for a minute in fairness, but like, Is hip hop reaping what it sowed?
Obviously, we've got all the grime kids that died in the UK recently as well. There's at least 3.
Oh yeah,
I've just been seeing it,
yeah,
like one in Ilford, one in Brixton, and I didn't even know who they were till after they died. I'm seeing their videos, and I'm like, oh, right, you're actually quite decent. Like, it's sad.
A lot of talent dying, man.
And then there was the one that I found quite revolutionary was, did you see the they made a 3D model of a boy that died, and he actually released a track about knife crime in a video, but he died about a few years ago, but they remade it like a hologram.
Oh, okay.
Oh, AI. It's interesting what they can do.
Yeah, I've been playing with some AI apps myself recently.
Oh yeah? How's that going?
Yeah, it's going fine. Bit of a tangent, but yeah, it's going alright, fella.
It's going alright, fella.
Yeah, we'll get back to the AI after hip hop violence. So years ago, I mean, we had this debate before, but years ago it became like very obvious that you want to be a successful artist, you got to be kind of immersed in crud. Like, there's not too many.
Yeah, we went through this before.
Yeah.
Like, now it's complete crud.
And now it's a case of like, do you expect rappers to live beyond like live to their second album? Like I was saying to you, I make a point of finding all these new artists.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how long they're going to be around for. So you got to appreciate like what you're listening to at the time.
It's true.
And I feel like we're taking the culture to the point now where it's so, look, as an artist, you don't want to roll with security a lot of the time because there's so much ego involved in this shit. Like, you want to have your shooters around you. Everything involved in the culture is counterproductive. Everything involved in the culture is counterproductive. So, if I go on tour with you now, I'll go down, bring back 10 rounds from my ends who are like known shooters, boom, 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 boom. More time, not if a man you're really close to.
Exactly.
But like this, your boys come out, he knows 2 other man inside who are grizzly. They're like, yeah, boom, these 2 men are good, you know. We bring these man. Got a bunch of men around you now. Instant happens. One of these men is just off the chain. It's like, just shooting off everyone. Not only do you put your own life in danger, you're endangering everyone around you, but you're fucking up your career because this guy that wants you, you're taking the blame for all of this.
You're taking the blame for all of that.
Yeah.
Look at Young Thug and the rest of them now.
Yeah.
Even though that's a deeper RICO case.
That
but
was,
still.
bro. I knew. See what Young
They're not
Thug.
releasing them, are they? Like I heard Bell.
Nah, them
nothing.
niggas ain't never coming
Nothing.
out. Them niggas ain't never coming.
Wow.
Well, I knew Young Thug was like that guy because we're like him and Waka Flocka Flame were the 2 artists, I think, new artists that came out where older artists were like, what the fuck is this? And they were vocal about it. And they were both artists where I've seen man backtrack so quickly. Because I don't think people realize how big Waka Flocka was. So when he came out, I remember Method Man, I see all these people had these statements and then they kind of realized Waka's, and obviously Waka's family connection and everything. It's like, well, okay. Everyone's like, yeah, go Waka. And then Young Thug, everyone came out like, what is this fruity shit?
Explain that a bit more.
What, Waka Flocka?
Yeah, what was the comments that they were making about Waka?
So I remember at the time, but Method Man is one that kind of comes to my head the most. And they were just talking about, this is a time when like, them man are still kind of just at the last echelon of their career.
Okay.
So they're looking at themselves like, shit, what's going on? This is what you niggas are listening to now? So I just remember like a lot of comments, because Waka had that name as well. They like, for new artists, like what, for older artists, they were like, what the fuck is this? He was like the embodiment of new school choppiness.
Yeah, Waka. Yeah.
So like, what's this Waka Flocka shit? And I just remember all of them making comments on social media, and then all of them apologizing and then backtracking.
Okay.
Cause I don't know, you know, Waka is like, while Gucci kind of got a lot of the credit for like being that madman, but I think Waka was like, Waka was Gucci's shooter.
Right.
Waka is Deborah Anthony's son.
Okay.
You don't know
Deborah Anthony?
Deborah Anthony is someone in the music industry who is like a female Suge Knight almost. She's like
okay.
kind of a big deal.
Right, yeah.
Deb Anthony's brother is Bimmy. Bimmy is like a Supreme Team legend. Supreme Team is McGriff and them.
Yeah,
so
Supreme, yeah, we know Supreme.
Yeah, so it's kind of like in New York, he's good. So a lot of New York artists are kind of feel like, oh, say shit about down south, nigga, don't matter.
back.
Yeah, suddenly realised, oh shit, he's connected in my
neighborhood.
I'm sure they would have got a phone call to say like,
Right.
yo,
Okay.
I don't talk about
Makes
this
sense,
guy. Like,
mate.
same thing with Young Thug. When Young Thug come out, everyone was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, especially the lot the homo stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially a lot of the homo stuff.
This
with
dude
Young
was
Thug.
doing album covers in
He
like
was the one.
full
He
dresses.
didn't care. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in hip hop, it was like at first there was a.
You know what that certain level of don't care? You know, like it's like Ninja Man. Ninja Man can come out on stage for a clash. The most Banabati man talk for a whole night, and Ninja Man just come out in a wig like. Like, and you couldn't tell him nothing.
That's the level of not
but he just told me like, yo, this is night is about it. So Young Thug is the same thing. So I started thinking, nah, this nigga, he's gonna be super about it.
Because at first, it was like everyone was like, but no one's saying nothing anymore.
Yeah.
Like at first, people were saying things, and then it was like, no, Young Thug's this. No one's saying anything about that anymore.
Yeah.
He's still doing it.
When they got a phone call, say, yeah, well, you ain't gonna be talking that shit about Young Thug, man. I went down south, man. I don't know what it's saying, but he got cool.
But he did kind of tone it down though. After a while.
Yeah, I kind of feel like, I feel like I ain't seen him in lipstick in a minute.
Yeah, I feel like he did. But then it could have just been a phase, and he
wait for the jail videos. But like, well, you kind of do.
How much they're gonna care in jail?
Yeah, you kind of clocked like he was kind of about something differently.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
and I gotta say, bro, like I'm looking at Lil Durk now. Every day I expect Lil Durk to either be, I hate saying like shot dead or like just the biggest indictment case ever. Like I feel like they're just
trying to
loading
say that
up numbers on
there's
Durk.
only two options for Durk to go to right now. Both.
If I was him, honestly, I would start putting money into Panama, building up a little house there. And honestly, I'll be thinking about my escape route because, bro, how much murders, how much shit is this nigga connected to? If you look at all the hip hop artists going down like in this Rico thing, do you not think they're building like a Rico case like that for Durk? Like it's gonna be like that, like 50.
Hopefully he's got himself insulated. Hopefully.
All it takes is one, bro, there's so much. You seen Chirac, there's so much. All it takes is one loose guy in your camp to talk.
Yeah.
Or just the wrong footage, or just phone surveillance that you didn't know was on your phone for the last 5 years.
Did they get Little Baby recently?
I don't think so, but I don't.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying no, but yeah, not that I know of.
Okay, let's come back down to earth. Yeah, let's come back to the UK. We got a new Prime Minister, bro.
Yeah, we got a new Prime Minister.
What's your thoughts on Richie Sunak?
I'm shocked. I'm shocked that he made it.
We had an episode last week and we were talking about the lettuce. And we were like, oh, lettuce is not going to last long. But in all our talks, we never once thought Richie was going to be the next Prime Minister.
I mean, I couldn't. You was asking who was going to replace the lettuce. And it was either going to be Richie Sunak or Boris Johnson. Because it was just, I couldn't think of anyone else. They both seem as unlikely as each other.
But you actually needed more to Boris coming back than Richie actually winning it.
I was just from a personal point. I thought if you're gonna send it to hell, at least send it to hell with a laugh. You know what I mean?
So you're definitely not a fan of Richie.
I'm not a fan of any of them. I'm not a fan of Boris Johnson, but I just think Boris Johnson is a hilariously incompetent man, whereas like Richie Sunak is a unhilariously incompetent man. So it's like the first thing I was seeing today was something about middle earners being hit with stealth tax.
What?
Yeah,
I'm
a middle earner.
That's what I'm saying. Whoa. What's stealth tax,
so it's going to leave you, I think, about $3,500 out of pocket over the next coming year. So yeah, obviously the whole thing is like where they're going to...
But did they actually say what stealth tax was going to be? And why is it just middle earners?
You'll have to read into that. The thing with these things is there's always what they say, and then you're gonna have to read into like what it really means, and then you know what I mean. But it's always, you can't just take it for the face value. So yeah, stealth tax, which is gonna hit middle earners the hardest. So yeah, look forward to that. You got Jeremy Hunt as the new treasurer in it. So you know he will.
We don't give a fuck about
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
So you'll be
It's not
interested.
looking good.
He
And obviously,
appointed
prices are just considerably rising.
Yeah, prices are going up. The energy's going up.
Energy's going up.
Doing this at my place today, I'm just thinking about blood cloud, the energy bill.
You know what I mean?
My electric bill is going to be tumultuous. Tumultuous. You hear that new word
Don't
there?
people like rig meters no more?
Rigged. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah.
Because I think whoever's doing that now, will be in a good market moving forward.
If you live in an accommodation that doesn't have shared meters and you've got a meter in your place, then give me a call afterwards. But yeah, it's a good age to be doing that kind of thing. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So okay. So there's kind of no. Are we going to have a general election anytime soon?
I don't know. But we fucking should.
All of this. People all in one party choosing who's going to be prime minister is not really working for me.
No, it's not. Like we've had like how many prime ministers and we ain't had the say in any of it.
Exactly. Not one say.
I can't believe we got another prime minister again.
Like not one say.
No.
It's actually like a dictatorship right
now.
That's quite
crazy.
mad. like because we're Britain and we're this UK white country, there's no dictatorship. But hey, this is a fucking dictatorship right now.
Oh, I tell you right now, it's several geezers in pubs spread across the land right now. Like, I didn't vote for this kid. What is this about? It's a fucking dictatorship. That's what it is. I turned it into a dictatorship in my country. They must be. I couldn't believe. Even when he was up there, I just saw certain people in his own party who just looking at him like. And then I saw like the next day, I don't know if you noticed
we got to talk about the racism.
All the Tory party people burning their membership and putting it into the bin. That was almost like a TikTok viral thing. Like just burned it like Arsenal shirts 5 years ago. Now he's wearing with pride. We are top of the league. Say we are top of the league.
Anyway, as we talk about football, quick shout out to my sponsor for today. If you're into football and you like a football podcast,
it's not a unit no more.
On the Ball TV. No, it's only because I'm wearing it, innit?
Yeah, well, I think big up On the Ball TV.
Big up On the Ball TV.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Go check their podcast out.
A little bit Liverpool centric. They are the best football.
They're Liverpool centric.
They're
not anymore, boy, because Arsenal is ruling it, and the Arsenal guy on there is. He's got mouth.
Yes, wonderful.
He's got a strong mouth.
No, they are the best. And there's like a lot of podcasts and stuff about it. They're the best sports footballing podcast that I watch anyway.
So as an Arsenal fan, you're really enjoying this season, aren't you?
Oh, it's wonderful. As a Liverpool fan, you're not really enjoying this season at all, are you?
I am not.
Nah. I mean, I said to your brother a little while ago, but
loss.
When you play at such high intensity, it was going to come to a point your players can't do it no more. You come to that point.
Well, it was heartbreaking.
Which was that Leeds or Nottingham Forest or
Leeds?
Yeah, that was
heartbreaking.
Yeah, it looked terrible. Terrible to be a part.
So anyway, it's a good time for you guys. But to be fair, I'm happy for Arsenal because I haven't seen Arsenal fans this happy for a very long time.
Yeah, it's true.
And you know what I mean. And in football,
what's the little slide dig? Go on.
No.
Yeah, go
on. No slide dig, no nothing. Because obviously, from when I was younger, Arsenal have always been my second team. Everyone knows that. You know what I mean. I'm not giving them any praise.
I've never heard that till today.
No, they've always been the second team. You know what I mean? I'm a Londoner. So
Gents, have you ever heard that?
Yeah, right. Jensen definitely heard that. I sat in Jensen's front room.
I've never heard that in life.
Anyway, I'm a Liverpool fan. So, but what I'm saying is that it's good to see my friends have a bit of happiness in watching football again. You know what I'm saying? Because for the last 10 years, you guys have been depressed, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, and I've been there as a Liverpool fan. I've been there. So it's good to see it.
Yeah,
you know
it's good to see.
That's it.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's good to see. And
there's been less beef. You know what I mean? In all the group chats, less beef.
It's true.
Seriously, because Arsenal fans are the angriest fans.
It's good to keep us. Happy.
You're not going to win the league, but it's good to see you happy right now.
Yeah. I mean, in Liverpool's golden era, you won the league once. So it's kind of like what a waste of time and talent. But we won't get into that. I mean, we kind of tangent again.
I was all giving him.
We was going from government to like the Home Office bombing and everything, and you just went to.
I know, went to football. Yeah, let's move on. So, bombing. You just said bombing.
Yeah.
Right? That is actually a serious topic.
Yeah, it is.
Asylum seekers got bombed, right?
Yeah, they went and bombed the place in
going on?
It's not a terrorist either because a white man done it.
So a white man bombs asylum seekers and it's not a terrorist event. Asylum seeker bombs white people and it's a terrorist event.
Yeah, that is pretty much the essence of it. So, you know what always gets me with these things? It's the distance these men travel. Remember when the guy
So
went
where was the asylum? Was it somewhere in Kent?
Yeah.
Right.
Shooting Dover, right?
Dover. Where did this guy come from?
I can forget. I think High Wycombe or something. I forget exactly where, but it was a distance. It was a distance.
Okay.
So you sat in your car.
You sounded quite angry that whole time as well.
That's what I'm saying.
That
Remember the
whole
dude
time,
drove down to Finsbury Park to do some fuckery as well.
Yeah.
And that distance, there's nothing like an angry white man. There's no shaking him off that. Once George has got in his head, he's going down there. There's no shaking him. Nah. So he's gone down there with petrol
So he's been angry that we've got all these people jumping on boats because apparently there's a real big influx.
This is what kills me. So, all right, shit, jumping over shit. So, yeah, to give it some context, since Brexit, the Brexit that you all voted for because you felt there's too many immigrants coming to the country, you wanted control of your borders. I think since then we've gone from maybe 300 to like 40,000 or some stupid statistic. I know that's wrong.
Cool.
But what I'm saying is the rise has been dramatic.
Of asylum seekers.
Oh, no, I'm not doing that again today. Jesus Christ. That's the lighting. God damn it.
No, but the lighting went up because of that.
Huh?
The lighting went up.
I don't think you saw what I'm talking about. That's cool. We'll keep it moving.
I can guess from all the other days that we've been in the studio.
He's a prick. See what I'm saying? Like, people think like I'll go hard on you, yeah? You see what it is? Like, he has these little sly comments he will just drop in there. It's very subtle.
Yeah, go on, asylum seekers.
Yeah. Asylum seekers, yeah.
Man, say you sweating like an asylum seeker right now.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. To the camera comes off. Yeah.
Oh, so people do think you're tough on me, yeah? Well, the viewers have been coming back and say, yeah, you're kind of harsh on me. You know, you're always cussing me. Yeah.
No.
You haven't heard that, yeah?
No.
That's what you just said, bro.
No. Sometimes I feel like I am.
Oh,
Sometimes
you feel? So it came
back
from deep within.
Yeah, well, not deep
cool.
Very
I'm
talkative.
glad we've covered
Anyway, yeah, where were
asylum
we?
seekers, bro.
Yeah, quite serious topic.
There's influx since Brexit.
Right, yeah. So yeah, since Brexit, they've a lot more have come.
Right.
That's it.
You said from 400 to what? 40,000?
We've already clarified. I don't know the statistics. I'm not going to throw out more full statistics.
No worries.
But well, you can check it online. This is actually your job.
Yeah.
That is actually your job in the show is a true producer to like have all these things ready.
All these facts. So you see, I know it's true. It's true. As soon as, to be fair, yeah, I was slipping because as soon as you said it and you didn't know it, I should have gone.
Yeah, that's
actually, you know, if I was a good show producer, I would have been on my ball.
We don't have these problems with Rogan, I'll tell you that much.
Rogan? Who's Rogan's show producer?
We don't know. That nigga stays in the background.
Oh, see, he's trying to say. Welcome to the Trinity Show.
But anyway, the point was that, yeah, since you voted for Brexit, what have you actually got from Brexit? Because there's more asylum seekers in the country. Nigel Farage is running a one-man campaign at that border, trying to ward them all off, and he can't do it by himself. So what have you lot actually achieved? I don't see it. I don't see like improved economic strength since leaving Europe.
So has there been anything that has improved since Brexit?
No, what has improved? I can't.
I'm asking the question.
Yeah, I'm really
I can't
curious.
think of it right now, but I'm just asking the question.
Brexiteers, please let us know if anything's got better in your life, general life, anywhere at all since Brexit. Please let us know because I'm stumped to think of anything. So yeah, anyway.
Whoa.
How many?
So, in 2010, prior to Brexit, the figure was 17,916 asylum seekers crossing. Right. Now, to 2022, we're at 48,540.
That is
crazy. Plus 100.
Do you know how many dinghies that is? How many dinghies are floating?
And those are just the ones that are registered asylum seekers. If you know what I mean. We're not talking about the ones that have just.
Yeah, just zipped in and we said, fuck the Dover office and we just go straight to shit. Yeah.
Whoa.
That is crazy.
And apparently it rose sharply since Brexit to that. because it was rising at a steady rate throughout the 2010s.
How do you feel about this? What would you do? Why do you feel about this?
What? How do I feel about the increase in asylum seekers?
Yeah. How do you? Full stop. Like, do you?
Technically,
do you? Wait. Do you? So are you?
Okay,
Are you fine with asylum seekers coming in droves?
As a second-class immigrant, if I wasn't given the opportunity for my family to come here...
Did you come here as an asylum seeker?
No.
Okay, it's not quite the same, but...
I didn't come here as an asylum seeker, but I just mean as an immigrant in general, as a second-class immigrant to come to this country and have been afforded the opportunities that I have been, I would be a fucking... I don't know, I just would be completely bad mind to negate or have any bad feelings about someone who's trying to come for that same opportunity.
Do you think there's been a socio-economical impact by the masses of immigrants?
Obviously, there will be in terms of obviously I'm a tax-paying resident, right? And in terms of housing, in terms of the benefits, all of that. In terms of all of that, we are obviously paying more towards that, and we are housing a lot more, which is reducing the amount of housing for, as you just say, the British people that are currently here, but so the fuck what?
So this is the thing of like what I think you need to be.
We are a Western country with more than enough opportunities. I just think that.
So this is the thing I think people got to be grown-ups about, to be honest. So,
But also, we're talking about asylum seeker, yeah? We're talking about someone that's actually leaving somewhere because of, all the criteria that an asylum seeker covers, yeah? We're not just talking about someone that's, I'm just leaving here to come live somewhere else. I was fine over there, but I'm just coming to live somewhere else and
that defines an asylum seeker from an immigrant. But
yeah, so
in essence, what the issue... I mean, for starters, so
if you're seeking
asylum,
if you're seeking asylum, we should be able to help. That's just my point.
All right, so on one point, there definitely is an impact economically in society in terms of housing availability, basic things that you can look outside the window and bargain and see kind of impact.
Yeah.
The main thing that I kind of took from what they were saying was Albanians. They were like, there's a lot of Albanian men we were just not like catering for. Is it fair to say that when people come from war-torn situations, harder situations, they might just be a little more grizzled? So I'll be very real with you. Fuck all the politics, fuck all the real life. Man, out there, innit? Like, we see what's going on. So there's like, you bring like 15 wild Afghan youths, you bring 15 wild youths from Albania. A lot of the time, the impact is it kind of just hypes things up even more. Yeah. You got a man that really don't give a D. Yeah. You can see on road, say a lot of men come from like Congo, a lot of men come from places where like, the levels were a little bit, and man kind of raised it a little bit.
Yeah.
So you got to understand that like, Donald Trump made a comment about, we don't want people from shithole countries, you want people from Norway. As much as that is the most appalling thing you're ever going to hear, there is an element to truth to it, whether you want to hear it or don't. And that's what people kind of get caught in. They get caught in the agendas rather than the actual like looking at things. Yeah. So, yeah, of course, like you don't necessarily want to bring in like 25 people who are going to make more criminality, so to speak. So you kind of got to understand that point of it.
Yeah, definitely.
There is definitely like a
but then
I feel like there's we owe, being in the West, you owe some of these countries because you're taking their resources and you're the cause of the poverty.
Yeah.
So there is like an obligation from Britain and countries, but you also got to understand that point of view.
That was my West point of view. Yeah, true. But also there's also a case of a change of society and a change of circumstances. Like these 25 hard Afghans, are hard body now because they're having to survive that way right now. I mean, back in Afghan, cool. Over time, when they come here, they're not having to survive like that anymore. So over time,
but they are happy to survive. You come here, you're not getting like
Oh no, I'm
It
talking
was
about.
money.
I'm talking about if. Okay, I'm talking about if it was in a sense of fairness. Yeah, you're now an asylum seeker. You're now housed. Yeah, you're receiving benefits. Yeah, you're now not living the life that you were living in Afghan.
You're still gonna, yeah, God.
Yeah. So you're still going to have to live life, but it's a complete different life from the life you were war torn before. Yeah.
Right.
Over time, your that hard body will change. Does that make sense? Not for everyone. The ones that still want to do hard body and crime will still do hard body and crime, but over time, you will assimilate with society here, if that makes sense.
So yeah, but so let's be
So
realistic.
it's just a case of people have to have a chance.
Yeah, I hear you, but bro, I feel like it's just like words. So reality is when you come. Reality is like, look, reality, you can't come to it, and if you're coming from, you're an asylum seeker, wherever you're coming from, like on a minimum budget, you'll be paying up in an area like this. Now, what's around you is not shit you really want to assimilate to for positivity. You're not around. You're not going to a middle class environment. You're not going to an upper class environment. You're going to hoods. And the crime is already there, so now you're just amalgamating into that. And eventually you're gonna find your own niche there. Like we see with a lot of groups well.
I'm talking in a perfect world, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like story of reality. We see reality, we live in reality. We don't have to like talk through the same lens of like a Tory MP because we live in this reality. So when they land now, yeah, you land in the ends. And I've seen it bare times with certain man are getting bullied, and then you realize, hey, hold on, in my country, like I killed 2 people. And the man ain't having it no more.
Killed 2 people already.
But like, yeah, it just kind of amps up because they're not going to like perfect environments. Let me just put it away.
I saw this video of the Albanians. Who's currently controlling the weed business?
Shit, that's.
I saw this video anyway. I just saw this video of, I'm not sure if it's the Albanian, one of the large influx of asylums that we've had in this country, but basically them as a gang chucking the police out of the estate.
Right.
That the police came to raid the farms, the weed farms, and they literally just chucked them out of the estate, and they were just saying obviously the influx of blah blah. Yeah. Do you know? Do you see the video?
No.
Alright, no. Carry on what you're saying.
Yes. What was I saying?
I'm not sure. You were going to make a point.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, it's people. I can't remember what my point was, bro. I'm like, it's just, I don't know. But yeah. It's what I feel I was gonna say was you really want to break it down from like a point of view where a lot of people that nigger them can understand it. Think about Scarface. So you had a bunch of Cubans come, get put into the asylum center. Inside the asylum center, conditions are so bad, the man can't wait to break out. Then you get out against society. You got to find a way in society because you ain't got shit here. It's nothing for you. So you're going to get into what you need to get into to survive. And that's the thing is you're bringing in more people on the bottom rung, which is going to like inspire criminality. We're not like putting more jobs in place for working class people. We're not putting more money into the poorer paid jobs.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're getting a bottom rung now, not just immigrants of like poor people being affected here by all the austerity measures and inflation or whatever. You're just building a perfect melting pot at the bottom that is gonna inflame and tear and just start burning upwards. You understand?
Society down in a sense.
So, yeah, I mean, I ain't trying to point just on Albanians. It's from all sorts of countries and all sorts. But my point is that there is points to everyone's points. Like the left and the right both have points. And it's not just like, if you stand to the left, you don't have to be ignorant to everything the right is saying. You stand to the right, you don't have to be ignorant to everything the left is saying. You can hear what they are saying. And that's how you can find some kind of conclusions.
Yeah, it's true. It's like me and you don't agree on many things, you know what I mean? But I listen to everything you're saying. And, you know what I mean? And I'll take it in. And I'll take in my points and find a middle ground somewhere.
Okay.
Speaking of points of views and West against the East, we were talking earlier on about Qatar. And can the West impose their beliefs on other countries? Like Qatar, for example. Bit of backstory. the World Cup is happening in Qatar is it this month? Starting this month, right? Mm-hmm. World Cup is happening in Qatar this month. And Qatar have banned, well, they haven't banned, it's just a ban in the country anyway, any forms of homosexuality. And there are Western countries that are now, like Australia, for example, are now coming out against that, basically.
Yeah.
So, what's your point?
You could just wrote something up there to read for still. You know, you could have done that, innit? You
man,
could have read a full article right there, just came with bare facts and stats.
Man, anyway, what's your thoughts on this?
About West, so in terms
Can the West impose their, do you think it's right for the West to be able to impose their beliefs on the rest of the world?
It's a dodgy one because, no, but it's the long and short of it, no. So no matter how, and that's the thing, because there's some things that seem like blatant breaches of human rights.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get to.
But then, I'll give you an example. So over there, they'll be looking at stuff in the West saying, no, we don't want that. So Channel 4 a couple of weeks ago, did you see it was a show, and in the end they had like a transvestite musician, and then he stripped naked. He, her, I forget the right pronoun. What is the right pronoun? I don't know. Stripped naked and started playing the piano with his penis.
What?
On national TV, live TV. No? Yeah, okay. So yeah, this is a big thing a couple of weeks ago.
What, on live TV?
Yeah, Channel 4. People was obviously appalled by it.
Wow.
But then more people were like, go, girl, boy, you go. Empowerment. I'm like, that's just a flagrant misuse of a penis. If you're going to pay for a penis, at least use it in the right way, not to play a bloody piano. But obviously they're saying that over there, think, we don't know what this in our country. Look what the West have become. So you kind of got to understand, like, they have their rights. You shouldn't be abusing, killing, torturing, maiming people for whatever they're into.
But to be fair, yeah, I just had an outrage just now, yeah. But if a woman, just a woman, yeah, stripped naked on live TV at whatever shed night time it was, and she started playing the piano with her pussy, I'll still be appalled just as I was appalled just now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's nothing to do with penis or whatever. It's just the fact
that
that
would technically work. Like
what the fuck?
Smearing keys anyway.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, well, exactly.
Live TV, what time? 10 o'clock?
So, I'm not sure exactly what time, I wasn't tuning in. But this is the thing. So, it's more about the values and where the values take your society. So, over there, they're looking at like, we don't want our society getting to there. So, it's kind of a hard thing. You can ask for basic human rights, but when you start trying to impose too much on people, good example, there's an island somewhere in the South Asian Pacific. They have a belief that basically their view of death is very different. They kill themselves after like a certain age because they believe it's going to join their ancestors in the sky.
Right.
So these people came from the West and they're like,
guys,
oh my God, this shouldn't be allowed. This is barbaric. We need to come here and tell these people this is not allowed. Now their religious beliefs tell them to get to the afterlife, they must kill themselves so they can join the ancestors there. So, I've got to stop doing that. So you can join the ancestors. So, obviously, our Western values say like,
you're committing suicide,
that.
Basically.
Yeah, but from their views, it's like you're literally killing their whole belief system. You stop them doing that, they believe they're not going to heaven. So it's kind of like it's things that might seem crazy to us, but you got to let people have their space, and that's kind of why people kind of anti this one world thing as well, because you can't. It gets real dangerous when you really think about one controlling body for the whole world, which is where we're going to.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Any views?
My only view is the sense of the human rights aspect, and you can't, if that's what someone chooses what they can do, you should let them do what they can do. But on the flip side, that's their country, that's their beliefs. They should be fully allowed to not be corrupted, in a sense, by the rest of the world. no matter how barbaric some of their beliefs might be.
Might seem to us with our Western beliefs.
Yes. Because I was having this exact same debate with, in a sense, with my missus and someone else, right? And it was a case of why would I'll say my granddad had more than one wife, yeah?
Right.
And I was like, why would a woman put herself through this and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, it might seem weird to you living in this Western world where you're provided most of the opportunities that you can have, yeah? But to an extent where someone is living in a poor village and this man is going to better their lives and the rest of their family, why would it be an issue for them to better themselves, their life, their situation? You got to be able to look at it from the other perspective. Not just your Western, your literally Western easy world view.
We are supremely arrogant in the West where we kind of think we have what we say is right. It's very not the case. We are not like right in everything.
No. So yeah, that's it. Moving on swiftly, because I like to do that. I was just looking at this Channel 4 piano thing. It's just weird. Weird, so weird. I'm trying to find the time, but I can't seem to find it. So yeah. Last week, we had a really interesting topic about what's going on in music these days.
Okay.
Anything new? Any new albums?
Nah. Oh, I'll tell you what I'm listening to right now.
Yeah, what are you listening to right now?
What I'm listening to right now is G Herbo. No one's gonna want to hear what I listen to, but G Herbo's album I'm listening to right now. I think that's actually alright.
Guy's got a good flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Herbo. And he's got a good personality as well, to be fair.
I'm looking, you know what? Fair. Someone recommended me some dancehall. Like, I don't know what your relationship with dancehall was, but when I was a youth, it's like, you had to like dancehall. You had no choice about it.
Definitely.
Like, you had to sit down and watch, like...
No matter where you're from.
No matter where you're from. My brethren were like...
Listen to dancehall.
Deeply...
Tapes.
You had to get the tapes, like the Sound Clash tapes.
Sound Clash tapes.
You had to sit down and watch the videos of the fucking, like...
engrossed in dance hall, bro.
And when I tell you,
like as a Nigerian, that's why a lot of us Nigerians that were brought up in the 90s, you couldn't really tell whether we're Caribbean or whether we are Nigerian because the amount of dance hall tracks, like I could, for example, you see your accents kind of strong, kind of not strong, yeah, but like growing up, I could be in a house, yeah, with a strong back Jamaican, yeah, and they'd be talking, and because of my influence in dancehall and listening to Clash and listening to the fucking guy chatting on the tapes, I can kind of pick up the twang. You see what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no. Definitely. I don't know it. I don't really know about Bashment no more.
I know
Afrobeats is here.
A lot of the UK dancehall artists. I remember. Oh, what you're doing today? A lot of the UK dancehall artists I remember were like Nigerian and Ghanaian, man. I always found that weird. Like, remember I had a roommate that was like a Ghanaian dancehall artist. He used to come, he used to be practicing bars like, tell me the most my skin or something, get like bare old glamour bars or whatever. But like it was just, cha, we are needing shut up, come on. And I was like, what kind of Ghana is this? But yeah, my people was like deeply into the fucking Bashment thing, man. Just to sit there and watch the sound tapes where you have like one, let's say a stage.
I like even what you were talking about earlier on about Ninja, what's the name, coming on.
Yeah, bro, like, yeah, it just literally put it in my mind. Yeah. You'd have like a dude on stage with a guitar, like, dum, dum, dum,
I don't think they want you standing up on screen.
And it was just basically playing the guitar, like the same rhythm, like the whole for like 6 hours. And it'd just be like, nothing going on yet. And someone comes there, yo, people are about stop violence, yo, we want this thing to continue, please stop fighting at the back. And then about 2 hours later, a man wanted to sit down and watch his whole fucking thing.
Bro.
2 hours later,
also, you gotta remember,
artists would come out.
You gotta remember, we didn't have much to watch as well. So now, yeah, people's minds and everything, because there's so much shit to watch, you might, if that was now, I don't think you would have watched the whole 2 hours anymore. Because you might have skipped part of that him just sitting there with the guitar. You might have skipped part
it
two.
was never my choice, bro.
Oh.
I was watching it under my own fruition. I would just fast forwarded straight from the jump. But nah, man, I used to be in Bashment Bethnal with them. Bashment Bethnal with them real diehard Bashment man, and you had to sit there and pretend you're loving it as well. It's like
So what's this? Uncles and aunts?
Nah, man, this is just. I was like all them man were older than me still, but it was just like that set of man and like that in the area was just like bashment.
But you remember we used to have the click suits, like bashment culture was. Bro. There was this time the bashment culture though was ingrained in the UK. Yeah. Ingrained. We had the click suits, the baggies, the roll ups. I mean,
click suits and that's like the Shabba era, and you know.
Where bashment was even going number one. In Top of the Pops.
Yeah.
Pliers.
I mean, that's not. Yeah.
Not Pliers, wasn't it?
It's not Pliers.
You know, yeah. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, they have to add a bit of milk for it to get there, but still.
Yeah. Shaka Dean with some Pliers were like, that's when all the white girls at school were like, suddenly it's like, John Worth didn't know what they turn around to Marlon like. What was that? What was Shaka Dean was a Pliers song? What was that? Oh my God, yeah. Nigga, I've never loved the song so much and hated it so much. By the time they was done with it, that was the first kind of instance of just having something from your culture destroyed by Sally in school was like, tease me. Dwayne, come here. Can you vocal, Dwayne? Like all of that, bro. That was a lot.
That was the beginning of it, yeah.
What we should have done was make all of them girls that used to do tease me, and was la. All them girls we should have sat down and make them watch a 6-hour Sound Clash video. We then wait for dun. The same chorus all fucking night. Dun.
They weren't liking that, though. No.
Oh shit.
No.
Man come out like anyway. I'm gone about that for fucking ages. Man.
Anyway,
So.
T, I have to say it's been a great show. It's been fun chopping it back up with you again.
Indeed. It's 220 years. There's time to go.
Crusty Foot, episode 18. It's been a good time.
All right. Well, we need like a closing frame. Love others like you love yourself.
Boom.
Self-love. Masturbation.
We out.